Here's a clip from this week's episode of Cooking Issues with Dave Arnold.
Joined as usual with Nastasia the Hammer Lopez. How you doing, Stas?
Good.
Yeah?
I ate dinner at John's restaurant last night.
Ooh, there's some sort of like funky mood music in the background.
Yeah.
Joe, you playing some Joe Hazen rocking the panels. You got some funky mood music going on there, Joe?
Didn't mean to, but I think there was.
Yeah. All right. I don't mind. It's kind of creepy, which is kind of like, I think that fits. It's good, right? So anyway, we're doing this show on a Friday because next week I'm going to be in Maine, and the week after that I'm going to be doing the Harvard Science of Cooking thing. So if you're in Boston 2 weeks from Monday, right? 2 weeks from Monday? No, a week from next Monday. Whatever that date is. I'm not so good with dates and figures now. Yeah. Then you can come to the public lecture in Boston. Yeah. Bring. Listen, it's too late to start storing eggs now. If you leave an egg out now, it will not rot by the time I have unless you're the kind of person. There was a guy named Todd I went to high school with, and 2 months in advance of Halloween, he would start storing eggs under his bed in the hope that they would get rotten and he could throw them at people like me as I pass by. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Joe? You know any egg throwers?
I knew a couple egg throwers back in the day.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them. I preferred the toilet paper.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
More crafty and looks way prettier.
Like literally crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never TP'd anyone. Neither have I thrown an egg at somebody's house. I have thrown an egg at somebody's person. I've never thrown an egg at somebody's car, and I've never thrown an egg at somebody's house. I have thrown eggs at humans. Anyway, let's bring in the other three people into the conversation. How you doing, John?
Doing good.
Yeah?
You rudely cut Nastasia off, though, when she was telling an awesome story about what she did last night.
Yeah, he's like, you don't talk enough. And I'm like, I have a story. And then you're like, I'm going to be at Harvard.
All right. Well, we also have... So, Stas, why don't you talk about those and whatever you were doing? Well, I'm assuming you were going to talk because I'm going to ask you separately about the restaurant you went to last night. But you actually didn't really start launching into that story until it was too late. But fine.
What?
We'll go back. We'll listen to the videotape. We'll go back to the videotape. But I had it on my agenda for you to talk about your restaurant meal last night. So why don't you go ahead and talk about it?
It was great. It was real. I have to say, John.
Where'd you go? I
went to John's restaurant, which I had said. And the pasta was cooked perfectly. That was the highlight of the night. The pasta, which was dried pasta. Can I say what brand it is or no?
Yeah.
Okay. He uses DiCecco, which is the best.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Oh, really?
And everyone needs to.
You're pro DiCecco in general?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think people who hate on it because it's such a big brand are morons, right? That's what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's truly the best. Like, there are some great dried Italian pastas, which are maybe better, but like, why, just DiCecco. Yeah. But it was amazing. It was like mezza rigatoni, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you don't feel that there's a need to overspend on pasta because it's only going to be marginally better or marginally worse than DiCecco.
I think so. Do you think so, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, now, for those who have never had pasta from you or with you, Nastasia, what is perfect pasta in your mind?
Oh, not hard al dente, but like a little bit.
So if I were to take a bite out of the pasta and then take a magnifying glass to
you
it,
would see a tiny little teeny.
Crisp.
Yes.
Crisp
Yes.
of white.
Yes.
Crisp. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but you like al dente in this Nastasia. I mean, it's still al dente.
Like, there's
Yeah.
If it's harder, fine. But like the perfection is like where John had it. Yeah.
all right, wait. So.
Subscribe to the Cooking Issues Patreon to listen live every week, get early access to the podcast, and for all access members, watch a live video stream from the studio. For more information, visit patreon.com/cookingissues.